every Japanese word in your head has to pass through English first, you're not really thinking in Japanese yet. You're still taking a detour through your native language. Today, I'll show you how to stop memorizing Japanese as English and start building a Japanese brain. Hi, it's KP, your sassy bear VTuber, teaching real Japanese through otaku culture. The translation trap. When we start learning another language, we usually memorize words in pairs. Inu means dog. Taberu means to eat. Onigiri means rice bowl. Translation is useful in the beginning. It helps us understand new words quickly. But if you stop there, your brain may build a system like this. You hear onigiri. Your brain translates it into rice bowl. Then it creates an image. That extra translation step can make listening and speaking feel slow. So instead of connecting one Japanese word to one English word, try connecting the Japanese word directly to its meaning, image, action, feeling, and situation. Use your five senses too. What does it look like? What does it sound like? How does it smell, taste, or feel? The more directly you experience the word, the less you need to rely on English. In other words, become a Japanese baby. Not literally, but when you study, try to experience the word before translating it. Learn the concept, not just the translation. Let's use onigiri as an example. The word is onigiri. It's read onigiri. In English, we often translate it as rice bowl, but an onigiri is not just a bowl made of rice. Sometimes it's triangular, sometimes it's round, sometimes it has seaweed around it. So rice bowl gives you a basic translation, but it doesn't give you the entire concept. Instead, start with a very simple Japanese explanation. Onigiri wa gohan de tsukuru tabemono desu. An onigiri is a food made with cooked rice. Even if you don't understand complicated Japanese yet, you can build the meaning with easy words. Gohan, tabemono, 手で食べる。中に具が入っている。Rice, food, you eat it with your hands. It has a filling inside. You can also connect onigiri to the verb 握る, which means to grasp, squeeze, or shape something with your hand. ご飯を手で握る. You shape the rice with your hands. That connection can help you remember why it is called onigiri. The o in applied prefix that appears in some familiar Japanese word, such as ocha and okane. You do not need to memorize a complicated linguistic explanation immediately. Just notice the pieces and the connections. Now, onigiri is no longer a random sound connected to the English word rice bowl. It has shape, it has ingredients, it has actions, it has culture. Build a Japanese word web. Next, let's make the word three-dimensional. When you hear onigiri, what other Japanese word can you connect to it? ご飯、海苔、梅干し、ツナマヨ、鮭、コンビニ。手で食べる。美味しい。Then use your five senses to make the image even stronger. What does an onigiri look like? Maybe it's white and triangular, with dark green seaweed around it. What does it feel like? Maybe it's soft, warm, and slightly sticky. What can you smell and taste? Maybe you can smell the seaweed and taste the salty salmon or sour umeboshi inside. You might also remember buying one at the convenience store, eating one before school, or opening that special wrapper incorrectly and completely destroying the seaweed. A universal Japanese experience. These connections give your brain many different paths back to the word. Maybe you forget that onigiri means rice bowl, but you remember コンビニで買います。海苔があります。手で食べます。Now your brain can still find onigiri without relying entirely on English. That is the goal. Don't create a Japanese to English dictionary inside your head. Create a Japanese world. How to study this way. Here's how you can use this method with any new Japanese word. First, look at the picture, object, action, or situation. Second, listen to the Japanese word and say it out loud. Third, explain it using the easiest Japanese you know. Fourth, connect it to at least 5 other Japanese words. Then use your 5 senses to imagine it. What does it look like? What does it sound like? What does it smell, taste, or feel like? Finally, make 2 or 3 very short sentences. For example, これはおにぎりです。おにぎりはご飯で作ります。コンビニでおにぎりを買います。If you're a complete beginner, it is perfectly okay to check the English translation first. English can be your bridge. Use it to reach the basic meaning, then continue exploring the word in Japanese. Practice time! Let's practice with one more word. 猫. Instead of writing only 猫 equals cat, what Japanese words can you connect to it? Maybe 動物、かわいい、ふわふわ、にゃーと鳴く、家にいる。Now use your senses. Imagine how its fur feels. Imagine the sound of its meow. Imagine the warmth of a cat sleeping next to you. Now, neko is becoming a real concept in your Japanese brain, not just another flashcard. Try making your own Japanese word web today. What Japanese word do you want to learn with this method? Write just one word in the comments. If you can, try using this method too. If you enjoyed this lesson, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and leave any comments. Together, let's understand our Oshi's beyond translation. See you in the next lesson. Bye bye!